My name's Matt Elliott. I fish the local reservoirs. We're here this morning, Pretty Boy Reservoir. Tell you a little bit about my setup here. The boat itself is a Weldcraft 2070, custom-made boat. It's made out of 80 gauge aluminum, which normally it's 100 gauge, but they were kind enough to make it 80 gauge for weight purposes. It's about 600 pounds. Power it with a Torqeedo 4.0 and lithium batteries, which make the boat, of this size, pretty fast for just a 4.0 motor. Tops out at about 8 miles an hour. He's the first person that hasn't been like, why do you need all those depth finders?
Yeah. No, I understand it. I mean,
man, I'm telling you, the technology side has been hands down the most important thing to me that has helped me with my success I've had. I mean, and fortunately enough, I've had the opportunity to work with Humminbird and Minn Kota, and they're really good people.
it's a nice map.
Yeah, it has the Lake Master chip that has contours for the reservoirs. The detail on this is unbelievable with the mega imaging.
That'll help you find some fish.
Oh yeah.
All right, so one thing I want to do, we got 100%. We got 100% of our battery, right?
Yep.
So what I want you to do is to take it all the way up to maximum speed.
All right.
And we're gonna look at the range on your throttle here, and then we're gonna stair step it down to 7 mile an hour and hold it, and then 6 and 5.
Okay.
And so on. So go ahead and crank it all the way up and see what we get. So looks like
I get a difference. There's a with both of us being back here, you'll notice that watt draw goes up.
yeah.
And then when I get to the front, it's all from the weight balance.
So you're doing 40, 66 watt draw. Yeah, I mean you're getting a little bit over 4K.
And then if I stand up here, go down at all?
Yeah, it goes to 39.
Yeah.
It uses less. All right.
Yeah, so when I flatten the boat out, there's not as much weight on the tail end.
So you're at 7.5 miles per hour at 1 hour and 10. All right, let's go ahead and take it down.
Okay.
So at 6 miles per hour, we got to 1 hour 51. We're gonna drop down to 5.
Hitting it wide open drains the battery, but as soon as you pull it back a little bit, your range increases tremendously.
All right, 5. We're gonna say 333. We're gonna go down to 4. There's 4. 4, 3.9, 4. So 8 hours, 12 minutes. 8 hours, 12 minutes. We're gonna call that 3.
Keep thinking about 2.7 super shad wraps at Loch Raven.
Yeah, that's the specific speed.
2.7 miles
for
an
trolling.
hour. Yep, 140 feet back, you're coming 19 feet of water.
Nice.
Yep, that's the soft.
I troll with the Torqeedo on the kayak. Yeah, so 2.0, it's still at 99.
Let's see, the last 3 years I fished the reservoir tournaments. I don't know how many wins we've had, but I know that we have won a lot of tournaments with big bags, and that's big bags, to me are 28 pounds plus out of your 8 fish limit. Last year, Vic Rainey and I caught 35 pounds, 14 ounces out of Liberty Reservoir, which was just like a God-given day. That's a huge bag of fish. That was the biggest bag ever caught in any reservoir tournaments, by a few pounds. And a few pounds in tournament fishing is huge. You know, a lot of tournaments are determined by ounces, if not water weight. And so let's see, this year we've won 2 of the Metro Reservoir Anglers tournaments. We had a 31-pound bag at Liberty and a 28-pound bag at Loch Raven. We've caught, I think, big fish of the tournament 4 or 5 times this year. Yes, sir. Well, there's a heavy wire hook, my friend, on a Mouthful Custom. That is a good one. Oh, where were you Sunday? You were right here. That's a pretty fish. I didn't really even feel that fish pick it up. So we're running a Torqeedo 4.0, an electric-only reservoir. At one point in time, the Ray electric motors, quote-unquote, the motor of the times, and they were a tremendous motor. But over the last few years, the Torqeedo motors, the 4.0s, and now the 10.0s are the premier motor in the area. Just from what a 48 volt motor like this 4.0 can do for me, outweighs what a 60 volt Ray offers. And for speed and just the technology, it's the most current. You know, there aren't any other electric motors like it. You know, it's different than a golf cart setup, which is similar to your Ray motor, where you have your electric motor sitting on top of a normal outboard lower unit. These motors, they have the control board on the top, and then the lower unit is everything. It's just it houses your electric motor, and you know, it's been a great motor for me. And another neat feature is that the throttle control shows you, it's giving me all the information I need, the percentage of battery life that remains, the runtime I have left, my current speed via GPS, and then the watt draw, and all that's important information for me. So I know that I can go out fishing and then make it back in with plenty of battery and safe and sound. That's what we're looking for. Got you that time. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. That's what we came here for. Hooked up. No chance of spitting that. Another one falls to the mouthful. 5 pounds on the dot. Haven't caught many today, but the few we've caught have come off jigs. And jigs catch big fish. Alright, so the end of a tournament day, I know that, you know, when I go wide open, we need to be in at 4 o'clock, and I know that by simply looking at the digital readout, we're going 7 miles an hour, and it's going to take me 25 minutes to get in. The remaining battery power I have tells me I've got 35 minutes, so it'll be plenty of time to get in.